Hi, I'm Dalton Lee,
And I'm Jordan Bader.
I'm McQuella Bo.
and we're going to be talking about the case study, the United Kingdom and its means to prosperity. So, in the case study, the United Kingdom and the means to prosperity, we saw the struggle between the Conservative Party and the Labour Party as the United Kingdom went in between both the nanny state and the fiscal state. Drucker defines the nanny state as a government working more as a social agency where they focus more on welfare and social measures. This ties back into Keynesian economics, where John Keynes argued for a direct government intervention through expansionary fiscal policy to stimulate aggregate demand. So both the prime ministers, Clement Attlee and James Callaghan, both supported this nanny state concept. And in 1945, when the Labour Party won, the Prime Minister Attlee focused more on full employment and economic growth to Keynesian macroeconomic policies. He instituted many policies such as universal health care and also focused on nationalizing sectors such as the iron and steel sectors. So the economy actually ended up growing fourfold. However, throughout the years and throughout his prime minister parliamentary, the economy slowed again and inflation rose because of the stop and go cycles that they're implementing. The government implemented expansionary fiscal policies, but then this resulted into higher demand, leading into deficit and inflation.
Drucker defines the fiscal state as a government that has no economic limits to what a government can tax or borrow. Drucker's interpretation of Schumpeter's economics was that if a government has too much money, it prevents them from governing properly. Under the austerity measures of Edward Heath and Margaret Thatcher, they believed that the only way to stimulate growth in the economy was to cut government spending. This transformed the UK's financial industry. However, this success did not last for long. The cuts to public housing, unemployment benefits, and child support created a ripple effect which led to the economy going into one of the worst recessions since the Great Depression.
Based on Drucker's ideas on a successful economic policies of a nation, there appears to be two main reasons why the Conservative Party and the Labour Party regimes are never successful for long periods of time. The first one is that they both fail to see Drucker's idea that money and economics are a transnational phenomenon, meaning that governments never have full control. Second, they don't see what Drucker was saying when governments should invest in infrastructure to limit depressions, and that governments cannot stop recessions. Both regimes continually tried to stop recessions before they happened, and this overbearing control actually led to more shortcomings in the end. However, the Cameron regime formed a coalition combining the conservative and the liberal economic policies. We see this through their introduction of an austerity plan, which was in line with Schumpeter economics, while also putting money into free education and localized the power of the state, which goes more with Keynesian economics. However, the Cameron regime has failed to address income inequality and lack of funding in Britain's infrastructure. Two key points Drucker posits can topple a nation state. Therefore, only time will tell if the combination of a nanny and fiscal state can evade the shortcomings of each state trying to work alone.